intelligence came in from Yahweh's.
Y'all, it looks like Derrick Jaxn just hit rock bottom. He's just found out that his so-called new girlfriend is pregnant. But instead of tears of joy, he's crying hot tears of regret because the baby isn't even his. After years of being the cheater and manipulator, the script has finally been flipped on him and he's not handling it well at all. And guess who's there to pick up the pieces of his broken self as usual? His wife, Denia, the same woman he embarrassed in front of the entire world, then dumped for this new girlfriend. But wait, this isn't just another messy love triangle. The way things are unraveling has people wondering, does Denia hold all the power now, or is going back to Derrick again going to be the thing that finally makes her snap? So here's what set everything off. Derrick's new girlfriend, Pinky Love, the same one he's been parading around since the divorce, dropped the news that she's pregnant. It could have been the best news ever for him, until she revealed the plot twist he never saw coming. The baby isn't his. Turns out she'd been seeing another man the whole time. And when Derrick found out, he didn't go silent like he usually does when a scandal breaks. Nah, he went live. Face red, eyes swollen, voice breaking. He literally cried in front of thousands of viewers. The same man who once mocked others for crying over betrayal was now doing the exact same thing. Except this time, Denia is the one holding the power. Here's the crazy part. Nobody even felt bad for him. Instead, the comment section was flooded with clown emojis, calling it karma in 4K. As most of y'all already know, Derrick's entire brand collapsed when he got caught cheating on Denia, the same wife he used to flaunt as proof of his perfect man image. Now he's the one being cheated on. And honestly, he can't even claim to be blindsided because anyone could have seen this coming from a mile away. There was only ever one way this story was going to end: in tears. For context, Pinky Love first entered the picture when Tasha K exposed Derrick for cheating on Denia with her. And you know Tasha, when she grabs that mic, she comes with receipts. This time was no different. She leaked a video of Pinky in bed with a man, flaunting the fact that she had just been with him. The video didn't show the man's face, but it didn't take long for people to put two and two together. And as Tasha K likes to say, she might tell a joke, but she'll never tell a lie.
The body of Christ. At 0300 hours,
she said, "I just exposed the dirty foot Derrick Jaxn left his wife for. I don't even think he knows." And that was all it took. The video went viral and the comment section exploded with people bashing Derrick. Fans couldn't wrap their heads around the level of cruelty it took to treat his wife, the mother of his children, that horribly. Everyone knew that sooner or later, the tables would turn. Comments poured in. Say what? What the? This is so wrong on all levels. The disrespect that some women think is cute. Karma will come around, believe that. Sisters, married or not, never overstay your welcome. She'll have the last laugh, either across the courtroom or looking down at him in a pine box. Men like him don't last. Karma is a bitter beast, and you will pay her. Now that Pinky Love has cheated on Derrick and gotten pregnant by another man, those old comments don't feel like roasts anymore. They feel like prophecy. But what makes it worse is how quickly Denia's name got dragged right back into the mess. As y'all might recall, back in 2021, Denia and Derrick faced a scandal that shook their entire household. Social media influencer Candace DeMatteis came forward with receipts proving she was one of Derrick's mistresses. She revealed that she'd been having an affair with him for months, and that he had been showering her with money and expensive gifts to keep her attention. According to her, they texted throughout the summer of 2020, and Derrick even took her on a Miami getaway for his birthday. As if that wasn't bad enough, she claimed they'd slept together multiple times, and that he even brought her into the home he shared with his wife and kids in Atlanta. The catch? Candace said she never would have gotten involved if Derrick hadn't told her he was already separated from his wife. Her suspicion grew when Derrick would only text her on Snapchat, where the messages disappeared after a day. That's when it clicked. He was still happily married, and she was just the side chick. At first, Derrick denied everything. But after growing public pressure, he finally admitted he had cheated on his wife with multiple women. He said his actions were not in alignment with the vows he took, and definitely not with biblical standards of marriage. Now here's the wild part. When the cheating allegations first surfaced, Denia stood firmly by his side. Literally. She sat beside him during his apology video on YouTube, holding his hand as he confessed. She said she forgave him.
Mr. Derrick Jaxn.
Y'all, the moment this video dropped, it exploded. But not in the way you'd expect. Because this time, it wasn't Derrick getting clowned. It was Denia. People couldn't believe she chose to stand by him after everything he'd done. Twitter blew up with reactions. Their YouTube comment section turned into chaos. And TikTok was flooded with parody videos, all mocking her and that infamous bonnet she wore. Fast forward to December 2022, and their relationship took yet another turn when Derrick filed for divorce, something that shocked absolutely no one. He posted on Instagram. Earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and filed for divorce. Making the decision to file was one of the hardest decisions of my life. But I've found peace knowing that our mission of raising healthy children, starting with healthy and whole parents, is still being accomplished. Mind you, this divorce announcement came just 1 month after Denia went on a full Twitter rant against online critics who were attacking her marriage, even cussing them out in defense of her husband.
This is Pink.
And then the interview went from sad to downright sinister when Denia began explaining how she discovered Derrick was cheating. She described how she could feel the change in him, especially in his touch. One of the first signs that something wasn't right. Eventually, she acted on that gut feeling and went through his phone. And what she found confirmed her worst fears.
Leave this shit here. Come on in here.
And then the interview went from sad to downright sinister when Denia began explaining how she discovered Derrick was cheating. She described how she could feel the change in him, especially in his touch. One of the first signs that something wasn't right. Eventually, she acted on that gut feeling and went through his phone. And what she found confirmed her worst fears.
Point where people started wondering if she was having a mental breakdown.
And if you thought Derrick's shady ways only started after marriage, you're seriously mistaken. Denia revealed that his cheating actually began way back when they were still in college. Apparently, she was so emotionally attached that even after discovering his infidelity, she wasn't ready to walk away. When Derrick caught her crying, she'd pretend it was about something else, anything to avoid confrontation. But while Derrick probably thought he was on top of the world when he finally ended their relationship, he didn't realize she was already planning how to save herself. After everything she endured, Denia eventually picked herself up and decided to turn her pain into purpose and profit. She launched a coaching program charging up to $5,000 per client, teaching others how to profit from pain, particularly from relationship trauma. She even built a full website where people could sign up for her infidelity recovery boot camp, offering tiered programs ranging from $500 to $5,000. However, despite her efforts to appear as though she'd moved on, fans couldn't help but notice that she didn't seem to be doing well. Her posts became increasingly intense and hyper-religious, to the point where some began wondering if she was having a mental breakdown. She often uploaded videos of herself praying passionately against enemies and snakes, each one more alarming than the last. In one particularly viral clip, she introduced herself by saying, "Welcome to Biblical Self-Defense. This is your Rear Admiral, Denia L. Jaxn, of Yahweh's Special Warfare Command. We have received communication from our Commander-in-Chief, the God of Angel Armies, containing classified intelligence and strategic instructions for the body of Christ. At 0300 hours, intelligence came in from Yahweh." And then, dramatic music played in the background.
Here real quick, y'all. Come on in.
Eventually, Denia had to check herself into a mental health facility to be evaluated for possible illnesses. She never shared the results of that evaluation publicly, but the fact that she even went there spoke volumes about her mental state, and that's why so many people are shocked that she's chosen to reunite with Derrick now that he's facing just a fraction of what he once put her through. The saddest part? This time, Derrick won't be the only one dealing with the fallout. Denia has been teetering on the edge of completely losing it for a long time. Her family and friends have been deeply worried about her. Derrick met her when she was already in a vulnerable place, used her, and left her so broken that she became almost unrecognizable. Now that his life is falling apart, he's come running back to her. And because she still hasn't fully healed, even after all these years, she's taken him back. It looks like history is about to repeat itself. But this time, the stakes are much higher. It's not just Denia's heart that's on the line. It's her entire life. How Derrick handles this relationship moving forward will determine whether she finally climbs out of the darkness or falls into a hole she can never escape from. And now, Derrick is silent. No statements, no gloating, not even one of his fake healing posts, just silence. But Denia is right there next to him again, and that's what has everyone nervous. Because if history repeats itself, she's the one who's going to shatter while he walks away clean, and this time, no one's sure she'll make it out.